Everything. It's so empty. Nothing is ballsy. Everything is shitty. In a bad way. I don't want to get up. I'm so comfy. Do you have any orange juice? Whatever. Orange juice sucks anyway. Oh God! Oh my God! No! OJ, don't get away! Don't hurt me! Oh my God, the trickles! Oh my God!
There's my song. There it is. Circling the drain, but never falling through. This is John Rambo Presents, the show. My name is John, and I am joined by the pulpiest there is, the pulpiest there was, and the pulpiest there ever will be. OJ is here. And I'm also joined by 50% man plus 50% bear equals one classy individual. Ladies and gentlemen, Howard is here with us today. How we doing, gentlemen? Let's start with John. Let's get your update on how you are today.
I'm doing all right.
That was quick and pleasant. Howard, how are you, sir?
I'm doing great. What about yourself?
I'm doing good. I appreciate you asking me how I am. OJ usually doesn't ever do that on the show. He just talks about himself, and that's pretty much how it goes.
Hey!
You're doing well. It's good to see both of your lovely faces today. Howie, thanks for joining us, man.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, seriously, thanks for being
You're
here.
not playing Grand Theft Auto tonight like everyone else on the university side to hang out with us instead. That's a great sacrifice.
You got that right.
Let me guess, the online is down.
I haven't even tried it. I just heard bad things about the connectivity about it.
Sad.
You're just staying away for a little while.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. So our intro today came to us from Madhead Productions on YouTube, a great channel there. I'm a Madhead, a follower of Madhead Productions. I think everyone else should be one as well. It's actually the best channel on YouTube. OJ agrees.
There you go.
There you go. Yes.
The secret is out.
Howard's 100 miles away right now. What happened?
Oh, I just I sat back.
That's perfectly fine. I just,
I
I thought maybe you fell or something. I thought maybe like there was a hole in the floor opened up and you fell through.
No.
We had to call the paramedics or something. So, Howard, you haven't done like an episode with this in a long time, man.
I know. It feels good to be, or it feels good for you to have invited me. Or it feels good to be back,
You were actually banned for a little while. I don't know if anyone knew about this. We had a falling out. There was an issue, and I had to ban you from the show.
Yeah, I got it. What ended up happening? I got kicked out of the band.
Yeah, we had a band going. Howard got kicked out. There was a fist fight.
Yeah.
There was some automobile destruction, and but we made up. Howard sent me a check, and that that I forgave him for his actions against me.
So I can be a jerk to you if I give you money?
Yeah, that's perfectly fine. I will be abused for money. That's perfectly fine. So
I don't know. That sounds a little. Hey, you know what? Let's not even go into that.
I like that in Chrono Trigger.
I will either take abuse or give abuse for money. Either one is perfectly okay. But Howard, I don't know if you're up on what we do with the show now. We show the artwork, and we talk about the artwork now. So we're gonna do that right now.
Oh, okay.
And you can take a little look at John's laugh. It was so funny. What are you laughing at?
Because a few seconds ago, Howard's camera fell down.
Oh, or did it?
Yeah. Sorry.
That's perfectly fine. Okay. John's very amused by this. Look at this guy. All right, so you got the artwork for the week, Johnny.
Oh, by the way, I had breakfast cereal or something.
What did you have?
All right, art time.
Okay. All right, this is from the first one's here from Bushi, and I don't remember. You guys remember Jadykins was a female that OJ's girlfriend questioned him about at one point on the show, and I don't remember the full story, but it was a previous show. It was a situation involving OJ's girlfriend and this Jadykins, and this man Bushi, he went to her, he found her DeviantArt page, and he actually contacted her and said, "Do you remember a guy named OJ?" Anything to say about this, John? No. Okay.
I don't know if I was referred to as OJ when I met her. We'd been doing the show, so maybe I was OJ by that point, but I don't know.
You don't know what to say.
Yeah.
All right. Well, maybe this will be like an ongoing thing. Maybe like he'll send us updates on this situation.
Still a cool artist, though.
This is from Slinky. I don't know if Howard knows about this, but we had a contest, and it was like a game show. Howard, whoever got last, they won a special prize. They received water bottles that we were actually drinking at the time, and our friend Slinky won the water bottles. Howard.
And
Guess which one is mine?
And she's displaying them with pride.
Well, it's a him. He's displaying with the pride
oh, I'm sorry, because I remember his name being Slinky Bitch. I'm sorry.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
I'm sorry. Yeah, confusion.
You thought he in fact was a Slinky Bitch, but he's not. Okay. This
What
was
is mine, Howard?
Congratulations! I'm actually impressed that he
But he won that.
showcasing it. Actually won it and showcased it.
Well, it's a great prize, that's for sure.
Yeah.
This is from the original Merc. It's kind of like the Superman Batman mashup logos that they're doing now for the new Ben Affleck movie about Ben Affleck's life, whatever it's an autobiography, whatever it is. They did Schnozman and Hole Punch in the same similar idea. Very nice.
That's a big schnoz there in the middle.
Well, it is in real life as well.
Okay.
This is from Snide. Snide made us. This is, of course, there's a new segment on the show Howard's going to learn about today, where we try to come up with a story. We create a story on the fly, and we came up with Game of Stores. It was about GameStop, where Al Bundy worked, and Mr. Rogers was also part of the episode. And as you see here, many beautiful pieces of artwork in the GameStop that should be in every GameStop across the country.
John, I still notice a lot of tension between you and that
Oh, there is.
GameStop topic.
Well, the one that I worked at closed. Did I tell you that you knew that, right?
What's that?
The GameStop that I worked at, they went out of business.
No,
Wait,
they didn't. The one in the mall?
Yeah.
Are there any left in the mall?
Why was that?
Yeah, there's still one. There's two. But so it's like it's a lot of closure, and then like I would go to the mall and I'd be upset because it would be there, but now it's gone, so it's very like, all right, whatever. You know.
John,
Now you can go to the Cheesecake Factory.
I always win in the end, Howard. I always win.
John, you should just walk in there with a rock and just throw it through the window.
There's nothing there.
Just
do it anyway.
Just do it anyway.
No, it's gone. There's no. I already won, Howard. Once you win, then you move on. You don't take it down.
That sucks because I'm pretty sure that the sign was probably thrown in a dumpster. We could have just grabbed it and you could have just taken a piss on it.
They probably repurpose it into this crazy lunatics, save every penny they can. Anyway, this one here is from Moons. I don't know, some game. I don't know what is this, Howard? Do you know what game this is, Howard?
It looks like GTA.
That's GTA. All right, and there's a urine stain maybe that they made OJ on the ground.
I think it's gasoline.
I think that's gasoline. What would have been cool if he lit the gasoline. Then
can you actually do that in the game?
Yeah, you could light it up. Would have been cool.
We'll have to do
OJ
that.
on fire.
Okay.
Yeah, of course. Everyone wants to see me burn to death.
That's true. This is from Lion King Gamer, and like what's been going on is everyone's been making artwork where OJ is a female, like his head's always on female bodies.
Yeah.
We were talking about that, so now we put him on a very manly man. That's OJ right there.
I didn't know you were hitting the gym, OJ. You're hitting the gym hard.
Look at these two chicks in the background. They're so impressed by that.
Wow.
Oh,
Imagine what would that be like? I couldn't even imagine having chicks look at you like with that kind of a look in their face. I've never experienced that. You guys probably have. I have not. But just imagine like what would that be like? I don't even know.
It's weird. Listen, I gotta tell you,
you do know what it is.
OJ, is that you gotta take it easy on the tanning booth. You know, there's a disease called melanoma.
Melanoma.
He's not afraid of that.
But I like fruit.
Now, Lion King Gamer's got some Game of Stores, Mr. Rogers, Mr. Al Bundy right there. And there's a guillotine in the background. Is that what that is, John? You have one of those in your home, right?
No. I'm gonna go with no.
And here's the other one. We had Sweet Foul High, which starred Bill Clinton, Cyclops, and Gordon Ramsay. In Candyland, Howard. This is what the show has become. And Howard's like, I haven't been here in a couple months. What the hell happened?
And a goose with a high school?
Oh yeah, there was a goose.
Yeah, the goose was. I think the goose was the animal that is involved.
Wow.
This is what this has turned into, Howard.
I don't know. I don't trust Gordon Ramsay there with that knife in his hand.
Well, he was trying to kill the goose, I think. Cyclops fought.
Yeah, he's looking at the goose like, I'm gonna throw this knife, and that goose is going down.
Here's the last one. This is from Bushi, and is from the Marvel Almanac, which maybe this is some kind of online thing. I don't really know. But he searched for Morph, and there was actually no information about Morph, which is sad.
Ah,
which is very sad.
that is sad.
It's very sad. Very sad. So, John, you got some stuff you want to show, right? That we received a package in the mail.
Yes.
Was it a bomb?
No, surprisingly, it was not. It was from our good friend Rye Spirit, who made some awesome artwork for us for the show 100. And I said, hey, I would love like a print of some of the artwork. And he said, where can I send it? I gave him OJ's address without OJ knowing about this. And suddenly OJ got a package, and we have it now. What do you want to show us, John? Do you have some of the art?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Okay. So I have an open. So this is from Rye, and he sent us a very lovely letter, a very long, lovely letter that I won't read to you guys now, but it's very kind of him.
Oh, very nice. Thank you.
And he sent us all these posters.
Okay.
Starting with these here.
Howard, look at this. What do you think about that? Look at the quality of that art. You see that?
We got to get them,
awesome.
reframed and stuff, but so I can't really see where I'm holding these things up because of the delay. But yeah, so we got those.
Wrong camera.
Yeah, I'm trying to hold on.
Why did you blow up my face?
We want to show you off. John, all right, John, you have control now.
I have control.
Yes. You have anything else to show?
Yeah, I mean, well, first of all, look at this package we got. Like, it is filled. We've got lovely posters. I don't want to take them out right now and damage them. I just got the package open tonight.
We'll probably do. We're going to take them. We're going to frame them up. I'll probably take some. I'll hang them up in here. And then maybe you'll take some and do the same. And some are for Howard, too, right?
Yeah.
Some of it's for you, Howard.
There was one for me?
Yeah, some's for you.
Whoa.
There's some for you. All of us got one. So
now that original one that you showcased a few minutes ago.
Yeah.
Do you have the original file? Because that would be cool if you could blow that up and put it on a poster.
Oh man, like rasterize it and just
yeah.
I got everything. I got everything that was ever sent to us.
That would be awesome.
It means a lot.
Great job. That was a great job on that poster.
Yeah.
And even that last one that they did of all of us, was that the same guy?
Oh
yes, yeah.
I thought so. Yeah, that was amazing.
That was an awesome poster.
I like.
I thought your character was pretty funny.
The Fei Long Howard.
Yeah.
Fei Long.
Is that your guy?
Yeah, that's my guy.
All right, John. I believe we have a new sponsor this week. We've sponsors now, Howard. People are throwing money at us left and right. They want us to show their goods, and we have no problem doing it because we are prostitutes, and we'll do anything for money, as we discussed earlier in the show. So, John, if you please explain who the sponsor is and what's going on here. Here it is, right, ladies and gentlemen. Boom.
I'm just gonna wait till we get the image up because I can't see it yet.
Whoa.
Is your pool too dull? Are you bored of going to the beach? Do you just need that extra excitement in your life? Try sharks. That's right. Real live sharks delivered to your pool or ocean. Marvel as these majestic creatures swim between your friends. Fawn over them as they display their row upon row of razor-sharp teeth. Sharks. Sometimes life bites. Bite back.
Sharks, wow. That's a great sponsor, Sharks.
Now speaking of sharks, you guys know that the Jaws ride at Universal got closed down, right?
Well, no, it didn't. Don't tell me that.
I think it did. Now,
what? Is this because of the government shutdown? They had to shut down the Jaws ride. Is that why?
I think it got shut down a few years ago. I think because Carlos was working at Universal, told me this.
Yeah.
Now, the question that I have is what happened to Jaws?
Yeah, where did he go?
Somebody's got him in their basement.
Yes, is he in somebody's backyard?
John, do you still have any of the stuff I used to get for you from Toys R Us?
What, like the toys and stuff?
No. Like the posters, like the cutouts, all that stuff. I used to give John all kinds of things.
I've got the Juggernaut.
You still have that?
Yeah, he's at my desk at the office.
I gave John this Juggernaut cutout from what was it, Marvel? One of the Marvel games. I don't even
Ultimate
remember.
Alliance 2.
Yeah, it was one of them. So I gave this to him. And I'm like, what'd you do with it? He's like, I put it in my cubicle at work.
Yeah, I actually gave it a name tag.
So if you go to work, there's a big Juggernaut next to your desk.
That's nice.
Wearing a Mario beanie.
Oh my god.
Remember the Mario beanie you gave me? It's on the Juggernaut's head.
Our friend, we had a friend named Kevin. He used to steal everything, like all the big There's a PlayStation sign that was like flash PlayStation. It was like real nice, like a bar sign almost. He took that, and then there was a big Mario statue, like one of the huge ones you put outside the store, and he wound up getting that too. So he has all this stuff somewhere. I don't know. What?
Sort of thing you don't say out loud on the internet.
Well, I'm not giving his home address or anything.
But yeah, I've got some of the other stuff. Like I got the Bionic Commando dude, and I think I have the PlayStation posters up there that they were throwing out behind me.
All right,
a pile.
Howard, how do you feel about Grand Theft Auto 5? You played it. What are your thoughts on the game?
What are my thoughts?
What's your review? What's your score?
I would give it like a good 9.
A 9?
Not a 9. 9.5.
Not a 12 out of 10. What?
Or what was the rating system that you came up with a few years ago?
It was a rating between 7 and 38.6.
No, it was the other one. Would I keep it?
Oh,
would
yeah.
Throw it out? Would I sell it?
Something like that. Destroy it or
destroy it. Yeah. No, actually, it's a really good game. The missions were, I guess, some people are torn from what I read because it's not like the old Grand Theft Autos. This one is more like an RPG, and I like that, being able to level up my character and things like that. It gives it more of a, playability after the fact. And there's a lot of nuances in the game. The whole shark part where you could like stab the shark in the neck and kill him. Yeah, you can stab a shark in the neck. Nestor told me. I haven't been able to do it.
Hey,
that's our sponsor,
what do
Howard.
you do with our sponsors?
Come on,
I'm
man.
I'm sorry.
Well, there goes another one, John. You're going to have to find anyone for next week now.
Or forever.
You have to find a new sponsor. That's the way it goes.
But and the Los Santos, the actual map is really big, really big.
Yeah.
So
size-wise, compared to say 3.
It's a lot bigger than that.
Compared to say all of them actually.
Whew.
Yeah. The only thing is that I couldn't load it on my Xbox. I had to use Jasmine's.
What?
He has a lot of problems with his
my
Xbox.
Xbox has issues reading discs.
Oh, it stinks.
Have you done streams of the game?
No, I haven't. I haven't had much
Howard's
time.
been doing streams. You can follow him at twitch.tv/don'tblowthis. How about that?
Yeah.
We'll just say that. Howard, you don't know about this, man. Why are your lights going on and off? Tell us.
Mine?
Yeah, some weird's going on. Don't worry about it. Is there like a ghost or something? Or?
Are you in a haunted house? It's October now.
Well, Howard's house is
that's where
great.
everything happens.
Howard, you don't know about this, man, but last week on the show, I was talking about, we were talking about different things. I was saying I'm kind of unhappy with my work and stuff like that. I'm going broke. I'm going to have to move to OJ's house, all that stuff. I'm going to have to stay in his bed. He's going to have to go sleep in the hallway, stuff like that. And I said, like, that you and I want to start a business. We talked about this, right?
Oh, yeah.
So I asked the people to come up with ideas for the businesses that we should open, because we can't think of it. We're not very creative ourselves.
No, we're not.
We're not very good at anything. So they came up with all kinds of different ideas, and OJ is going to maybe present us with some of these ideas right now, and we will have to decide on one of them.
Actually, I got an idea before he throws the first one. Actually, it's a franchise, okay?
A franchise?
It's a franchise that we would have to buy into. It got started in Japan. Condomania.
Do people use condoms? Is that really something people... I thought that was just kind of like a novelty. Do people actually use it?
Wow, John. Way to promote good sexual health.
Buddy. We'd make a killing.
Why? Why do you say that?
I don't know. Yeah.
What do they have? Different types? Different shapes or something? What?
Different types, different sizes, different shapes.
John, what do you think about that?
It's kind of sad. I saw a condomania in Japan, but I thought it was Condomania, and I thought it was like a realtor store.
Like, so I want to get a condo.
I walked up to it. I'm like, I don't see pictures of houses. This is not what I expected.
Condomania.
It's like, wow, these rooms look really nice. Why is there naked people laying in them? And all right. All right. We'll think about it. Put that on the list. All right. What do we got, John?
Condomania.
If you could say the person's name and then what they said, that'd be awesome.
All right.
Well, Sparkling Cider 101 suggested that Rambo and Howard should open a Blu-ray renting store. Call it Blockbuster? But, not to be outdone, QF says they should call it Ballsbusters.
What do you think, Howard? Bringing back Blockbuster. Do you think that's a good idea?
Or Ballbusters.
Bringing back the Blockbuster. What do you think?
Dave and Ballbusters.
That'd be tough, man. Actually, you know what? Why don't we take it another step? I'm gonna open up a VHS Betamax.
That'd be interesting.
Rental
That'd be
store.
something.
Don't forget Laserdisc, man. Wave of the future, bro.
Imagine you did that, though. You're like, I'm opening a store, only VHS.
And Betamax.
That'd be insanity. And then when you walk in, people walk in, you act like it's 1986. Like you have music and like you dress that way, and you just act like you don't know what's going on.
We can finally use up all those old Be Kind Rewind stickers I have.
Basically a store just to mess with people in the town. That's the only reason to do it. All right, that's a possibility. Okay, what else, John?
Our next one's from Raz Googler.
What
Rambo and Howard should open an arcade.
Howard, what do you think? Arcade.
Sure. You know what we'll call it? You got Dave and Buster's. We'll call ours Nutbusters.
You know, then you might be getting the
Boston-
same people as would go to Condomania. Just saying.
It's called Busta Nutters. And then it's got Condomania on the bottom floor.
Ah, I see what you
There
did
you
there
go.
on the bottom.
Yeah, on the bottom. See what I did?
Butts.
But those are just for novelty purposes. I don't love them, actually.
All right,
What, are you going to poke a hole in each one and say, do not use? That's awful.
If you were to open an arcade, honestly, like, what would you... in order to make an arcade successful, what would it have to be, and what would it have to have?
I'd probably take the approach of one of the last arcades open and probably incorporate. I don't know if laser tag is something that's big.
John
still.
does
Is
that.
Laser tag.
I did
Yeah.
laser tag for friends' birthday parties. That was fun, actually.
Okay. Yeah. But if you wanted to do like straight gaming, you know, you'd probably have to open up like a LAN center / arcade.
So we'd have to have the consoles as well as the...
Yeah, the consoles and the cabs and stuff. I honestly, I don't see, because it's such a niche. You would have to like open it up somewhere where there's a lot of people that still play old school fighting games or shooters, stuff like that. So
maybe Tokyo would be a good place to do it.
yeah, even then, look at how many arcades closed down over there.
Yeah.
You know.
It's sad.
Arcade and Blockbuster, those are two suggestions that make me not want to open anything, because you think about how huge those were,
Oh
and
yeah.
how completely dead they became. It's a scary
They thought
thing.
that they thought they owned the world, you know?
What goes up must come down, John.
Or you know, like here, Mark Crown Stories brought up a good point. Like a bar arcade. No, Color Me Kevin, bar arcade. There you go.
Like Dave and Buster's, but better.
Yeah.
There's one in Seattle right near the convention center.
It's not the Sega.
No, it's not Sega. I forgot what it's called, but yeah, it's a big bar arcade.
Wait a minute,
Like,
they have a Sega arcade in Seattle?
No,
They used
it's
to
not,
have
it's not a Sega.
I went
like
to
a
Seattle
GameWorks or
like I went to Seattle like a long time ago,
It's a GameWorks.
and they had it was Sega GameWorks.
Oh, so GameWorks is Sega?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh,
Those are
well,
still
apparently Sega's selling booze now.
Yeah, so something like that would work. But I don't honestly, it's really hard.
That was like Friday night, man. You would go to the arcade, and then when it closed, you went to Blockbuster, and then watch the movie at home.
Then
yeah,
we brought it
exactly.
back Saturday and went to the arcade again.
And then you went to Condomania,
Excuse me.
And then we went to Condominium, yeah.
and you
All right.
bought a lot of condoms, and you went. I wish I had a woman to put these inside of, but you didn't. So you just went back to the arcade. That's how it would go. All right, John.
One way
next
or
one.
another, you're putting something in a slot.
A
What
slut?
the? All right, just keep
Sluts!
going, you filthy animal.
You said a
Slut.
slut.
Yeah, he's filthy. All right, go to the
You're
next one.
Slot.
Filth.
I don't say that word, Howard.
Go to the next one, please.
The next one's I live for money able. Rambo and Howard should start a video game rental business that's legit. No BS.
No BS arcade.
Nope. No, rental business.
Oh, rental.
You're
For
back
games?
to Ballsbusters again,
What's
man.
the BS? What's the BS that goes on with rentals?
I don't know, but you should find out what it is and stop it.
All right, well, we'll have to figure that out.
A lot of shenanigans.
I used to do. I did Netflix when it like when it first began. When you had to send in the videos like in the mail and all that.
Yeah.
Been that for a long
People
time.
still
yeah.
do that.
They still have that going?
Yeah.
Actually, speaking of Netflix, I give 2 thumbs up to that Chromecast. If you didn't get one, go to
is
your
that?
Best Buy, pick that up,
What's
and
that?
use it.
What is it?
It's like a dongle that you hook up to the back of your TV. It's almost like a Roku, but it's
Okay.
$35, and you can stream YouTube videos from your smartphone to the TV, Netflix, and then now Hulu. And then if you have your laptop, you can actually mirror your Chrome web page that you're viewing on your laptop to your
Oh,
TV.
wow.
Dude,
$35.
we could have
thumbs up.
twitch.tv/StayBallsy on a television.
Nobody wants
There you
it.
go.
My face is like this much bigger.
John's like my face on a huge TV. John, what if your face was on like the Times Square TV? How would you
I
react
know,
to that?
right?
Probably make a goofy face.
Would you like that, or would you be freaked out?
Well, is it permanently there? Does it all?
No,
is it
no, no. Like
Whatever
a
face I'm making, no matter where I am, is on the Times Square TV.
No, like it would be like a show.
I could deal with that.
Okay.
That'd be fun.
All right, fair enough. Yeah, but anyway, I was saying I was like one of the first Netflix people ever.
You are an innovator. You do all the early things.
And I did because I hated Blockbuster, so I was like, I'm gonna get on with these guys. But then I stopped the Netflix. I saw every movie I wanted to see.
John, I didn't know you had that much hatred towards brick and mortar. A lot
No,
of
I
these
hated
brick and mortar stores.
I didn't like Blockbuster because they killed all the cool video stores we used to have.
Oh, like Galaxy Video?
That's what GameStop did too to the games.
Oh
Game
God,
stores.
dude! Speaking of video stores, I rember we used to go to an Applause Video.
Yeah,
Yeah.
They were all
Applause.
fun, man. There was wacky stuff and there's variety, man. Variety's good. in
Yeah,
life.
but we don't have enough of it.
And now it's like you go to the same stores in every town across the country,
You move across the country and you can go to the same like 10 restaurants.
And they're exactly the same
Same 10
setting.
stores.
The people dress the same. They got the same, script that they followed.
Only thing that might change is the accent.
Yeah.
All right, let's keep it rolling.
All right, this one's from Fabmus. Maybe it should be a gay bar called How Hard, and OJ will be the special attraction where he tells puns and smashes oranges. He
I
gets
like
paid with Rambohall. DSP will be the bodyguard. Howard and John will be the business partners. Since John is straight edge, he would become sick with what he starts to see, such as Howard drunk on the sidewalk puking his guts out. So he'll branch out and make his own called The Balls. There you go. 2 names in 1 comment.
There you go. And then we would actually do a merger after, and it'd be called "How Hard Are the Balls?"
Merger, I see what you did there.
So it's like not only does he have the idea, but he's got a whole 5-year plan of what's going to happen and everything. Wow.
Howard, are you secretly Fafmus and you're just trying to get John in on this?
Hey.
John, would you do the dancing for the? Oh, come on, man. I was saying hypothetically, would you do it?
Oh,
Look at him go. He's insane. All right. Howard, a gay bar. How about that idea? Is that good? You like
That
that?
could work.
Do we need one in that area that you live in? Is it something that's needed, maybe?
Probably. Listen, I'm in the business of making money. I
Oh,
don't
me
care
too.
about
I mean, absolutely. I don't care. Whatever it is. I'll get up on the stage, do what I got to do too. Whatever.
That's it. Hey, throw me a leopard skin banana hammock.
If I could pay the
We're all
bills
set.
that
It's
week,
party
that's
time.
I'll
perfectly
throw
fine.
you one of those as long as A, it's new, and B, you're dressed in something appropriate and don't change.
It's an honest day's work right there.
There you go.
What else we got, John?
Our next one is from Zadrunas.
Is it?
How about a video game store and add a special something to it, like selling comic shirts and have OJ and his girlfriend partner with candles, hats, etc. We could have an arcade area and advertise your internet things. Maybe even have an internet store where people can buy stuff from other countries and have it mailed. Just gotta be different from what already exists, maybe. Stuck out tongue emoticon.
That was very well thought out. That was a good one.
That's something we could actually do.
A candle, just did all kinds of things.
Like
Listen.
for real life money he's making. You could
I'm gonna-
actually do that.
I'm gonna do a throwback internet cafe. How about that one?
Oh man, all that stuff in one spot.
That was big
Hey.
for a little bit.
Pay per use.
That was big for a second.
Hey, I'm gonna bring it back.
But then they got Wi-Fi and everywhere because of Wi-Fi now. So people are like, I'm not about to do that, A lot of weird stuff we've seen in our lifetime.
Yo, go no.
People spending $10 a minute to go on the internet.
Yo, go now.
Think about that.
Kind of scary.
Yeah, right.
I mean, think about it. Like back in the day, like remember how much people used to have to, what people would have to go through, the hoops they'd have to jump to go online.
Oh god, it used to take me 5 minutes, 5-10 minutes to get online.
You know, I found one of those discs. Those discs they used to send in the mail.
Oh, the
Yeah.
AOL ones?
AOL was AOL Prodigy. There's a few different ones.
And CompuServe?
And they would just send them in the mail. Like every day, you get like all these things in the mail because they wanted you just to do it, just to use it, you know. And these weird floppy disks, right?
Oh, the floppies were nice, man, because I would just reuse them.
Yeah.
What'd you do with them?
No, you
Wipe them
you know-
out?
Yeah, you remember that thing with the cassettes where you used to have to cover the top?
Oh, okay, yeah.
It was the same thing. You would cover one of the the backs of it, and then you could just rewrite it.
Yeah, flick it up.
Yeah.
The cassettes thing was funny. Did you ever do that? Like a whole album, you just take it and just rewrite the whole thing. Like I don't want this anymore.
Oh god,
just
man,
rewrite
I
over the
remember.
whole.
Dude, that's awful.
I remember listening to like the top 20 at night and just hitting record and just trying to not hit the hitting pause on the commercials.
I mean, like I don't have any tapes left. Oh, I have this.
Aw.
I won't have this anymore. Just use that.
Meanwhile, it's
cassettes.
like your baptism or your christening or like your first school play or something.
Oh god, and then you remember, and then the portable CD players started getting big,
Yeah,
and
I had
then
those.
that was before the anti-skip technology. So you'd be on the bus and you hit a bumper.
Destroy the disc. And then like a lot of the stores would have that scratch protection, rip-off thing they try to sell you on.
Yeah.
I think Howard's gone.
Howard, he's still here, but we can't hear him. Now he's gone.
I hear some sort of a vibration.
Yeah, my parents are calling me. They don't
They
remember
always call you
that.
during the show. Put them on
They
the phone.
call.
Put them
Wait,
on.
what?
Put them on the mic.
Are you serious?
See,
No,
just
I
say-
can't do that.
Just say we're doing the show. Do you want to say hello?
It's too late. It already stopped.
Hey, sorry about that. I don't know what the hell's going on with my computer.
It's okay. That was good timing. My parents just called me.
Oh really?
Yeah, they keep forgetting
Wait.
and call me during the show.
Oh wow.
John, do we have any more?
Yeah, we got a really frightening one next.
Okay.
Pathos Eater says, "Make fleshlights. OJ molded fleshlights."
Howard, any input on this?
Oh god, fleshlight.
Do you know someone that has one of those? I've never heard of someone having it that I know. I guess they
I-
wouldn't tell me if they did, but
Yeah, wouldn't that be a little awkward if somebody told you that?
I feel like I should know. If I'm friends with you, I feel like you should tell me.
They don't
So
even know.
so you're telling me if I had a fleshlight, you want to know?
I
that
want to
have a
know.
fleshlight?
I would want to know if you have it, because I don't know if I want to. I just feel like
So what do you so you're gonna ask me for my opinion about it, and then I'm gonna tell you, sure, John, you want to use it, and then you're gonna say, sure, I'll use it. After I
you want
just
to borrow
used
it like that.
Yeah, you want to.
Yeah, like you don't. You want to try before you buy.
Oh god.
Well, here's the thing. I mean, as friends, not that I would actually do it, but I think if you had it, you should say to me, if we are indeed friends, would you like to borrow this? Just out of courtesy. I wouldn't do it. I would say no.
Oh.
But I just feel like that.
You
if
don't lend those things.
So do either of you have this that you want to say anything to me
No,
now?
I don't have it, but if I had one, I would make sure to use it and then say, John, I just finished using it. Here,
no.
you go. You could use it. I would not clean it and just say, here, John.
You should get one just to mess with me. Just come out of the bathroom with it, and then just go like, just to see how I react. That'd be just a great.
Just gotta never ever let Howard go into the bathroom with a bag or a box or container of anything he could hide that inside, because he's gonna walk out, take it out of the bag, and just be like, "Oh hey, somewhere I can wash this."
But I just love to see how different people react to certain things. I'm gonna start doing this so that people come to my house.
Oh, what the
And
frell,
I'll
man?
just start coming out with it and just see what people do. Just just to say,
You're really frightening sometimes.
Oh man.
there's nothing wrong with that. It's natural, John.
Well, listen, John. You know what I think? I think the best idea, the best business idea, is to open up a food truck. What do you think?
What kind of food?
Whatever you want. I had a conversation with somebody about it. Maybe a pizza food truck, hot dog food truck.
That's a good bit. Yeah, that's good.
Of course, we're going with the same shape of things again.
Oh God! Why do you have to? You see, my mind is not in the gutter. I'm talking about food items, and you bring that up.
I'm bringing you back to my level, man.
This is what we do here. All right, John. Is there any more? How many left?
Yeah, there's 4 more.
Oh my God! All right, let's try.
5 more. No, 4 more. 4
All
more.
right, let's just go through them quick. See what happens here.
All right, Howard. Could you tilt the mic up a little bit? I think everyone else can hear you, but I can't.
All right. What about now?
That's
He's
yes.
back. He's back.
Little better?
All right.
Okay.
This one's from Mr. Vielis. Rambo and Howard should open a brewery to make Rambo Hall and various other pulpy beverages.
We talked about a line of juices for John, OJ juices.
Yeah.
Would they be all natural?
They
No, they're all synthetic, but they'll taste good.
Okay.
The next one is from Chris Merkel Studios. Rambo and Howard should open a zoo.
Wow. I used to live near the zoo, so you know a little bit about it.
Oh yeah. 4 a.m. having to hear peacocks
Seriously?
or mating.
What? What do they sound
Mating.
like?
Oh god, it sounds like a you know when you hear the cat, like a street cat.
Yeah.
Yeah, at night it's like that. And
That
it's
is
loud,
horrifying.
ear piercing.
Okay.
Why would that be a thing?
Ear piercing, and then and then when I was a driver, I had to make a delivery there, and I started chasing one, and I wanted to kick one, because those things really freaking pissed me off. Stupid peacock.
I'm trying to find it so we could play it. All right, here. I may have. Let's see here.
Second, I thought you'd get the sound of a red fox.
I'm trying to find the audio.
Red fox makes a sound.
There you go.
What does the fox say?
Can you hear that?
No.
I'm playing it for everyone.
Oh, you can hear it if you unmute the screen.
Oh.
Oh, there we go. So everyone heard it. Okay. All right, we got next, John.
Yeah, there you go.
The next one is from the Ram. Rambo and Howard should open Jambo and Doward.
Okay, that's actually winning right now. That's actually winning.
Alter Eagles. What would I sell at
A Doward?
Jambo and Doward?
I
yeah.
don't know.
That doesn't really roll off the tongue, but I could see how it would work.
I like it.
That would work.
There's one more.
Yes.
Sam Kruss states, Rambo and Howard could open an e-marketing business, being the middleman between brands that want to be marketed and various game developers who could put subtle in-game advertising into their games. For example, the radio and GTA could advertise real brands, or billboards could be of actual real-world products. Perhaps not realistic, but an interesting idea.
Do you have marketing experience there, John?
Have you seen my channel and the amount of views I get? I don't think I do. That's a really good idea. I think he should do that actually because it's a great idea. I don't want to take that from him. He should do something like that maybe.
Yeah.
That's an awesome idea. Very creative.
Didn't they put real ads into like one of the Call of Duties?
I don't know. They do it all the time.
If you look at any type of games now, like when you look at billboards for a lot of these games, it's real ads. You know, and you figure the company pays for that ad space.
That's gotta cost a lot.
It probably does because you figure the amount of people that play these types of games. You know.
And you know exactly what demographic you're getting.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Howard, do we pick something here? Any ideas from this? Anything helpful come out of this today?
Listen, that gay bar.
That's the one that's
won. Number one right now.
All right, I guess we'll keep everyone posted on this. So
and I told you, banana hammock all day.
Would you ever want to do that? Would you ever want to do a business with me, like some sort of a partnership? Do you think we could do it together, or what do you think? We'd fight
Emphasis on partnership and
we would argue, or what? What do you think?
No, we wouldn't. We wouldn't. Okay. Like I said, as long as you let me, booze it up and throw up all over the place, and that's what was said. What would happen, right?
So I just have to let you be you, and you let me be me, and we'll be okay.
Yeah, there you go.
Right. Fair enough. Is this chat working here?
Chat?
Yeah.
Chat's running, man.
All right. Okay. Why don't we do our new segment here? Howard's gonna help us out with this today.
Okay.
So the way this works, Howie, we ask several questions of the audience, of the people in the chat. They give us answers. We try to create a storyline involving all the pieces that we got from them.
Okay.
And you could even chime in maybe if you want something. I don't know, whatever.
All right.
But,
that'd be cool.
What are we looking for first, John? You're in control of this one.
Do we go for the setting first, or do we go for the?
We usually go for the setting. Usually the setting is first.
All right, then I did it backward. Hold on.
Okay. I already got one I think we should use.
So is this like whose line is it anyways?
Pretty much, yes.
Okay.
Only whose line it is anyway is by professionals.
Oh, here we go.
Whoa.
Slinky 2. Howard's future gay
bar. All right,
bar.
that's it. I've already used that. You got it.
Howard's Gay Bar.
Howard's future gay bar, yes. It's in the
Future gay.
it's in
Oh,
the
it's only
future.
for future gays. Okay.
No. It's for all gays, but in the future.
Okay.
So now we're gonna need. Let's go with 3 different people. 3 different.
We got. All right, we need characters now. Yep.
3 different characters.
Okay, Miles Edgeworth.
Ron Jeremy. He should probably be one.
Yeah. Oh, Miley Cyrus.
Miley Cyrus is
What
one.
era?
I like how she twerks.
What era?
Pre or post Wrecking Ball is what I'm asking.
Oh God.
I don't know. Whatever. Just a general version.
Oh my gosh! No, we have to do Miles Edgeworth now. Because it
No,
can
we're
be
not doing
called
that.
Miles and Miley.
Hitler. No, we don't do Hitler in these. A lot of Hitler suggestions all the time. I don't know. It's got a little.
I don't know. I'm.
So frightening.
Listen, the Ryan Seacrest. He's got to be in it.
How about Ozzy instead?
You want to put Ozzy? Okay. I thought.
Are we actually putting Ron Jeremy or Miles Edgeworth in this?
No, we had 2 already before that. It was Ron Jeremy. Who was the
Okay.
other one? Oh, Miley Cyrus was one.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then who's the one I just said?
Ozzy Osbourne.
Yeah, there you go. All right.
By the way, it's a weird way of shaking your butt for those who are asking what twerk means.
How do you know this?
Government
Okay, and now we're gonna ask for. Let's
type
see.
of show.
No, let's go. Let's throw something else in there.
Okay.
A type of food.
Oh damn, George Takei, man, that would have been nice too.
A type of food.
A type of food?
A type of food we're looking for.
Okay.
Looking for a type of food.
A fleshlight is not a food item.
No, it's not.
Apple
Wasabi.
and a split.
All right, wasabi. Go with that. From Mark.
Wasabi.
Yeah, wasabi.
Okay.
And now we're going to need what type of show is it? Is it a horror movie? Is it a drama? Is it some sort of hybrid? A musical?
Oh God. Damn, what did you say, wasabi?
Yeah.
Damn, I like the chitlings.
All right, put both wasabi and chitlings.
What's a chitling?
Pig intestines.
Why would you? Okay, fine.
An extra adventure.
An Australian sitcom.
A musical.
A musical porno?
What?
Wow.
Is that a
I'm
real
feeling
thing?
out.
A sports documentary.
Wait, a sports documentary
How do we
at
do
a
that?
gay bar
do we do
involving Miley Cyrus.
And Ozzy
Okay,
Osbourne.
go with that. Sure. All right.
Wow.
It's a sports documentary.
Yeah, it doesn't even make any sense. So what do we have, John? Read it down.
The setting is Howard's future gay bar,
Yeah.
starring Ozzy Osbourne, Ron Jeremy, and Miley Cyrus, featuring wasabi and chitlings. The newest sports documentary of the year.
Wow, I am lost on this one. This is probably
I got no. This is easy.
All right,
This
John's
writes
got it.
itself.
John's got it. Go ahead. Go ahead.
So the sport they're following, unfortunately for everyone here, is twerking. And Howard's Gay Bar is the
Top
arena
place.
for this event.
It's the top venue for such action. Mm-hmm. It's like the championship. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Ron Jeremy is the former twerking champion, but he's had to retire, and now he works behind the bar cooking up the food, which happens to be at Howard's Future Gay Bar.
Howard's very mean to him. Yells at him from behind the counter. Ron,
Yep.
where's those burgers I ordered 20 minutes ago? You son of a bitch. Okay.
Where's that foot-long hot dog at?
Yeah. Where's that footlong hot dog, Ron? No, not that one again. I don't need to see that. I mean the actual hot dog, you jerk. You're getting written
They
up for
also-
this. Okay.
Yep. And what ends up happening is Ron Jeremy cooks a particular type of food that, when eaten by someone about to compete, it's basically a sports-enhancing drug.
Oh my God.
So using this, he tries to get back into the game, where he's forced to compete with Ozzy Osbourne's patented bat bike technique.
He's twerking in the competition.
And the up and coming champion Miley Cyrus.
Oh God.
Okay. And what happens now?
Well, it gets down to a hard fight, and then eventually all 3 of them end up eating bad wasabi chitlings,
Oh wow.
and they can't stop. And eventually the stage crashes down, the bar falls over, and Howard makes about $1 million from the insurance.
Oh, that's very nice. Very
And
nice.
you find out it was entirely a plan by Howard to have
Howard
the
sh-
place
Howard should-
collapse and
yeah.
get the insurance money so he could go live in Tahiti for the rest of his life.
Howard shysted everybody. he wasn't really into the twerking competition. He didn't care about it. He just used everyone for the money. Is that right? Is that right? What happened here?
Pretty much.
Sounds about right.
Okay, should we let this one go? Move on?
Please. I
let
don't want to see this ever happen.
Just let it go.
What's that, twerking?
No,
The whole thing.
Not
The whole thing.
Ozzy and Ron.
What do you mean? What's wrong with Ron cooking up a foot-long hot dog for
Nothing
the
wrong with
the
that. I
guests?
don't want to see him shake his butt or take off his pants.
All right, let me do a very quick version. I think it's Howard's Future Gay Bar. I love the idea of this is a competition. It's a documentary is being filmed about this twerking competition at the Howard's Gay Bar because that is the premier venue for such thing. Is the championship.
Yep. And you know what the theme song is, right?
What is that?
Giles' song.
Kyle's song.
Dun-dun-dun-dun.
We have our special judges from the entertainment world. We have Ron Jeremy, we have Ozzy Osbourne as the judges. And Gal's theme plays. Miley Cyrus comes out on stage. She's in the grand finals. It's her time. She starts doing her dance. Suddenly something is not right. She bends over. There's a rumbling in the tummy. Because earlier that night, she decided to have the only thing that's served at Howard's place, because it's actually the cheapest food available to man. It's chitlins and wasabi. That's what only that she could eat. She was starving when she got there. Howard gave her this. She's eating. She ate it before the twerking. She's doing the twerking, and she bends over right in the faces of the judges. Show them the ass. She's got a real nice ass. I don't know if you've seen it, Howard. You've probably seen the pictures.
Oh God.
And there is an anal explosion on the judges. She's immediately disqualified, and that is the end of the story. All right.
What? Okay, smart guy was suggesting that someone stop you, and for once I agree.
All right, so we got it. Let's do one more of these before we get kicked off the air completely. So let's ask for the setting for everyone. Howard's just got to look. Howard's face is just.
Oh God.
He says a face of what the hell.
All right, Slinky 2 is saying Bob Saget's dressing room on the set of Full House.
Slinky
Smart
2?
guy wants Kryptonite Island.
Who the hell is Slinky 2? There's another Slinky now?
I don't know. Magnificent Mark says his pants.
What the hell is Kryptonite Island?
It's from the Superman Returns movie.
Oh, come on, man.
Bushido H says Bloodhaven.
I like Bob Saget's dressing room. Can go with that.
Okay.
Since 1991 or whatever it is.
Oh God, from Full House.
Yeah, it's his 1991 dressing room.
Okay.
All
All right. Who's gonna be in the show?
Let's get 4 people this time.
Excuse me. 4?
4 people.
Okay.
4 people.
Snake Shadow suggests your hat.
Oh, I like Sting.
Which
Sting? Okay.
Sting.
The wrestler?
But not
Sting,
the
the wrestler?
Not the wrestler Sting. The singer Sting.
All right, put
Someone
Sting.
suggested both.
Okay.
Put
Okay,
both.
Sting.
Put both.
Okay, Sting and Sting.
Crocodile Dundee. Sure,
Oh,
Crocodile Dundee's there.
Come on, guys, keep it coming. You guys could do better than this. Come on.
Crocodile
come on.
Dundee's in.
Bo Jackson.
Oh God, Justin Bieber,
Bieber.
George
He's
Michael.
not even
there you
born.
go.
Is
George
Justin Bieber
Michael.
born?
Put
All right, put
that
George-
bad boy in there.
Now put Judge Dredd in there. And
Wait,
George
wait.
Michael. George
Wait,
Michael
was
and Judge Dredd.
Was Justin Bieber even born?
Damn it, man! Somebody said Chuck Norris. Shit.
John, what do we have? So, what do we have? 5 people?
Damn,
What are the names?
these are good.
We have 5 right now.
What are the names? Read them up.
What are they? What are they? What?
The
you want
2
me to tell you what they
Stings.
are?
2 Stings.
Yep, we have Sting the wrestler and
Sting the entertainer.
The musician.
Okay.
Crocodile Dundee,
Yep.
Judge Dredd, and George Michael the singer, I believe.
Oh, wow.
Wait, dude, John, what year is this?
1991.
Yeah, someone suggested Justin Bieber. He wasn't even born yet.
No, he's not allowed in these things.
He was born in 1994. You'd have to have his parents.
Okay. So now we got the 5 people now. This is going to be an insane thing. I don't know how we're going to do this. We're going to ask for now a type of animal to include with this storyline. A type of animal we're looking for.
Type of
Mongoose.
animal?
A mongoose? You want to just go with that?
Well, we should let the chat people contribute a little bit.
All right, peacock, obviously, because that's what Howard said
okay,
before.
peacock.
Yeah.
And we're going to go with a type of... a style of home. a colonial, what other types are there?
Ranch.
A ranch home.
Split level.
A split type of home. A
Raised
condo.
ranch.
Cottage.
A raised
log
ranch.
cabin. Jihad Joe says log house. Slinky says penthouse.
A Shaolin temple.
A cave.
A sex cabin? What is that? That's
I don't know, but it sounds a little bit safer than the sex chamber selected below it.
Oh God.
Suggested below it.
Os Commando says porn home. That's not even a real thing, man.
Which sounds a lot cozier than a sex dungeon, which is the next suggestion afterward. It's like you guys are knowing to do this in pairs. Like somebody says something friendly, then someone says something creepy.
I like the elimination chamber.
All right, elimination chamber, sure.
Oh, I got it. Yeah.
Oh man, look at this one. Jihad Joe. Sandusky Suite. What is wrong with you? These guys are sick.
I don't
man.
know.
Wait, I'm trying to remember what Sandusky did.
Smart guy says a soundproof sex basement. Okay, you guys are done.
Wait,
John,
what
what do
did
we have?
Sandusky do? I need to know this.
He was a
You know
child
what
molester.
Sandusky did.
Oh wait, is that the guy from the basketball coach? Football
Yeah.
Yeah.
coach?
All right. What do we have, Joe? Come on, hurry up.
The setting. Bob Saget's Full House dressing room. The cast. Sting the musician. Sting the wrestler. Crocodile Dundee. Judge Dredd. George Michael. Type of animal? Peacock. Style of home? Elimination chamber? The Frau?
Whoa, I don't know how this is gonna work. I'm thinking Bob Saget. He's on the show. They have a certain couple special guests on the show. Sting, the musician, is one of them. And George Michael. No, George Michael's not. Who else do we have here? I can't keep track of this.
George Michael, Judge Dredd, Crocodile Dundee, Sting, and Sting.
Okay. All right. Here's the thing. Full House, 1991. A huge show. The most popular show there is. People are losing their minds over this. All the celebrities, everyone wants to be on this, get a starring guest spot in Full House. It'll skyrocket your career, make a lot of money. Mm-hmm. So it comes down to like all different people. Sting, the musician, he gets the gig to be on the show.
Sting the wrestler gets in via a paperwork accident where they send it
hold
to
on.
both of them.
Okay, so Sting's on the show. Basically, his part, he's there to scold Michelle after she spills some milk and cookies all over the floor.
With stinging words.
Yeah, that's not part of this though. So they're backstage and Sting and Bob Saget are hanging out, and Bob's a little bit of a crazy guy. He's a little bit kinky dude, and he's got this peacock, right? And I'm lost on this one. No, what happens is they're in the back of the dress room, Sting and Bob Saget, and there's all these other guys they wanted to get on the show, and they just they all got rejected because of Sting. So suddenly the door gets kicked in. It's George Michael, and he's going, "Why didn't I get to be on this freaking show, Bob? Why not me, Bob? I'm not good enough for you." And they're having a verbal altercation. And then suddenly, Crocodile Dundee, he's not there yet, no. Who comes in next? Sting the wrestler. And he's pissed at Sting, but for different reasons. You stole my name. How dare you? I am Sting. And he's there. And who else is left?
Oh my
Well,
God.
Sting, Crocodile Dundee, George Dredd, and George Michael.
Okay, and then Crocodile Dundee, he shows up. He wanted to be on the show. He was in one movie, and then he was basically, that was it for his career. So he was upset. He wants to be on the show. But he doesn't just show up with the thing with the knife. That's not a knife. This is a knife. He goes, "You know what, Bob? I got a little present for you. It's a freaking, what type of animal do we have?
Peacock.
It's a peacock." He brings it in. The thing's going crazy. It's shitting everywhere. It's biting people. Bites Saget on the ankles. It's flying all over the place. It's out of control. They don't know what to do.
Wouldn't it be better if Crocodile Dundee just comes into the room and just asks everyone, "Do you guys want to see my cock?"
Oh,
And he just whips it out.
yeah, he says that, sure.
Whose head's in the gutter?
So all these guys are in this dressing room. They're all pissed. Saget and Sting are basically getting assaulted by these lunatics. They don't know what to do. The producers of the show are pissed off because they got to film this thing, and these guys are out of control. And they're like, "You know what? There's only one thing we can do. Bring in Judge Dredd. Bring that guy in here, and he'll take care of business." He comes in, Judge Jury Executioner, kills most of the people, shoots Crocodile Dundee in the face. He takes a blade, he slices the intestines of George Michael, he rips the intestines out, puts them around the neck of whoever else is there, I don't remember, and chokes them. And Sting is actually kicked off the show. He's not paid for his services that day either. And Saget goes on with the Full House show. Is that the end of this?
I'd put it in a different direction.
All right, sure. Improve on my insanity. Thank you.
So what I was going to say is, I was going to go with the same thing you started with.
Okay.
Full House, it's the biggest show. Everyone wants to be on Full House. And they want to do some guest appearances. They want to have 2 guest stars. But they don't know how to decide. So what ends up happening is they set up an elimination chamber adjacent to Bob Saget's Full House dressing room.
Yes.
Where Sting the musician, Sting the wrestler, Crocodile Dundee, Judge Dredd, and George Michael must complete challenges to become the next guest stars on Full House.
Oh, wow. Is it twerking, one of them?
Not yet.
Okay.
But as it turns out, if you'll note, you've got 2 musicians, right? And you've got 3 action people.
Yeah.
And they start doing musical and physical challenges. And to the surprise of everybody, Sting the musician starts just kicking face. Whereupon everyone turns against him, especially Sting the wrestler. And after he gets taken out, we're down to the 4 of them. More stuff ensues. Eventually, they have to go hunt down a peacock. Whoever can kill it first wins.
Oh, wow.
Judge Dredd, being armed with a pistol, just shoots it in the face, goes, "I am the guest star," and we're done.
You know what it could be is like who will join Full House, the cast, like a reality show.
Yeah, basically. Before reality shows existed, so
that'd
they didn't
be
realize
great.
if they filmed
That's
it
a great
all,
idea,
they would have given them a lot of money.
Who will join the house or something? Who's the next house full or something? And they're the contestants and they compete to be on the show. It's a great idea. I think going forward we got to do less things because it's too complicated.
Yeah, it's so hard to come up with something that fits all of these in.
I need a hedge fund because I need somebody to fund this show.
What?
Well, first,
these
Howard, you just
that
get them
you
to
guys are
build the
pitching.
time. You get them to build a time machine, then you get all the money you need because we got to go back to 1991 to make this happen. So you do that, we got all the money you'd ever need, dude. You could just go into the bank in the future, steal $1 million, go into the past, pay for this, then take all the money you earn, put the $1 million back in the bank right after you stole it, and then you're a rich mother zicka.
Actually, that's not a bad idea because then you're killing 2 birds with 1 stone because you're keeping George Michael from going to jail for indecent exposure.
You're doing all kinds of good.
Instead, he ends up going on TV for northern exposure.
All kinds of good is happening.
By the way,
Yes, what's by the way?
remember that fellow that I was telling you I was getting messages from earlier?
No. What are you talking?
You don't read the Skype.
Oh yeah.
He says he's ready if we want him.
You're talking about. Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right, hold on.
Just want to make sure you knew.
How do I do this?
I don't know. It's kind of sad too because I realize you got the boxes perfectly right now.
Yeah, it's okay. All right, hold on a second.
All right, so Howard, let's entertain the masses while John tries to do something technological.
Okay.
Oh wow.
I don't
How'd
know.
you guys do it?
From what I see on the screen, I see OJaculation.
Yeah, hold on a second.
That's
John, talk about something. Come on.
all right. So I saw something very interesting on the road driving back from Long Island over the weekend. We're stuck in traffic. I'm in the middle lane, and to my right, I look over, and this guy's driving in almost stop-and-go traffic, and he's got this lump on the driver's side window, which is open. As we pass, I look over. The dude's got like a bearded dragon or some sort of iguana hanging out completely outside the vehicle on the driver's side window of his car. He's got a leash, and like his left legs are on top of the window, and the right legs are on the side of the car, and this thing's just hanging outside the vehicle.
Was the Khaleesi?
What the heck? No, it was not the Khaleesi. It was not Khal Drogo. It was just ridiculous. We didn't have time to get a photo. It was really sad. I was very depressed.
So we're trying to get Chap on Howard right now.
Yeah, he's been texting
awesome.
me saying he's ready. Like, what? He sent me the message like 5 minutes ago. 8:55. Yeah, 5 minutes ago exactly.
Hello.
Hey,
Hey, what's going on?
You're on the show with John Rambo, Howard, and OJ. Welcome to the evening.
Thank you very much.
How's it going, buddy?
How you doing?
It's going well. Let me do this the professional style. I have an intro for you. Hold on a second, all right? Give me a second. Okay. All right. Our guest tonight will be appearing in HBO Films' Muhammad Ali's Greatest Fight on Saturday, October the 5th at 8 p.m. Welcome to the show, Mr. Chap Melford. You're supposed to clap, John. Come on.
I had a cup in my hand. Calm down.
I was waiting for the applause.
Yeah, you're supposed to. You're supposed to.
Thank you so much. Thank you. I mean, I am expecting an Oscar nomination.
Are you? What's going on with this thing? Tell us about this.
I literally have one line. I mean, it's not a big deal, but I do. I appear in a lot of scenes, and I'm credited. It's my first major credited role, so it's pretty cool.
This is the first time we've had someone come on that has like a thing coming out like that.
What's that?
It's the first time we had someone on the show that had like a actual part in a thing.
Like, that's great,
like we
man.
could promote, like we're promoting the thing, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks a lot, guys. That's great. I mean, so it's a biopsy or not a biopsy, a biopsy. It's a biopic on Muhammad Ali, and they didn't cast him. It's about his court battle in the 70s. So, it's a fair warning. It's definitely a courtroom drama.
Right.
There's some really good actors and acting in it. I was really just totally lucky to be part of the cast, and it has Frank Langella, Christopher Plummer,
Danny Glover.
Danny Glover, yeah. And, I got to meet all these guys, and it was really humbling. It was super cool, man. In fact, everyone treated, I'm sorry if I'm going on a segue here.
Oh, go ahead.
But everyone treated Christopher Plummer with such reverency, or with such reverence. And he, this one scene, he was so humble. And this one scene they had a reaction shot. And all it was him walking into a room and seeing something he didn't like and giving a grimace. And it was the last shot of the day. And so so he comes in and he gives a shot, he gives the reaction shot, and they're like, okay, we're done. Steven Spears, an Oscar-winning director, is like, oh, yes, we're wrapping up now. And he waits around 15 minutes, 10 minutes. Everyone's wrapping up. They're all wrapping up the gear. And he goes, wait, I'd like to do this again. And they're like, wait, what? We got the shot. It's perfect. He goes, no, it's not. I'll say when it's perfect. I'm Christopher Plummer, and and he pulled rank. And they were like, oh, okay, sir. And so he's like, all right, that's better. And then he comes back in. They set everything back up. Takes another 15 minutes. He comes in, and the reaction shot is him making the goofiest face of all time. I wish I was.
So you're just messing with them, basically?
He was messing with them the entire time.
Oh my God.
Everyone just cracked up laughing. Even the director was pissing himself laughing. It was great, man.
Oh, it's awesome, man.
It's good to see an 80-year-old legend have a great sense of humor.
How did this come about? How do you get this part? How did this happen?
The Muhammad Ali's Greatest Fight?
Yeah.
So they had a casting call they were looking for, and I just grown my hair out longer, and they were looking for 70s looking young men to play court clerks who are they're Supreme Court clerks, and they're pretty much Ivy League students who are in this coveted position. And I was lucky enough to grab one of the roles.
That's awesome. And this was a while ago, right? When was this done?
Yeah, this was shot, I think, must have been last September. I think August, September. Yeah, so it's been a little while.
It takes some time. I saw some, I actually, remember you told me about it, and then maybe 2 weeks ago I randomly saw an article online that it was coming out, and the reviews were really good and stuff. That's freaking Chap. Awesome. That's freaking Chap's thing. And then I told you, I don't think you knew when it was coming out, right?
Right, yeah.
They don't tell you.
I know that it premiered at Cannes, recently, but that was all I heard. I hadn't heard the release date or anything. I wasn't an integral. I mean, I guess I was pretty integral as part of the cast, but I wasn't a main player. I wasn't invited out to Cannes, so I had no idea when the thing was coming out.
Yeah. Well, that's cool, man. I'm gonna definitely check it out. I'm gonna,
You all should.
I'm gonna pop when I see Chap on there. I'm a Chap fan.
Yeah, man.
So.
Oh yeah.
Stand up in the middle of the room and go, I know that guy.
Let me,
dude.
Yeah,
it's cool. I have I have a number of scenes. One of them, I was sitting at the desk, and my boss is like playing golf because he's like the one Supreme Court justice that like doesn't give a shit. And this director comes over to me, the assistant director, and he's like, "Hey, your boss is giving you some time off work. This is my first shot ever with the crew." And he's like, "Your boss is giving you some time off work, and you're just kind of enjoying yourself. You know, like you're having a good time. You're at work and you get time off. It's a rare thing." So like, I was like, okay. So you know, I was sitting there smoking one of their disgusting herbal cigarettes, drinking a glass of scotch, and like with this kind of selfish smile on my face. And then the shot opens up on me, right? So they cut, and the director comes over to me. He's this big fat guy, and he's English, old school English. He has like a pair of sweatpants on with like urine stains on them, and he's like, she seems a bit decadent, don't you think? And I was like, what the fuck? Like I was, yeah, yes, she was very decadent. And she's like, okay, you hate your boss, you hate him, you look at him with a disdainful look. And that was my first experience with, you know, an Oscar-winning director. That was
a little decadent there, a little decadent.
A little decadent.
At first they told you like, yeah, it's my day off, this is great. And then they told you, you hate your boss, this is terrible.
Yeah. So in that moment, I decided that my character was like this hard-working, you know, like diligent,
right.
you know, worker. So like all the other scenes, I'm like really trying, like, you know, like, yeah, you'll see if you see the movie.
Oh yeah, we'll be seeing it. Let me ask you a question about this. Like when you get a role like that, do they send you the entire script or just like your stuff? Like just your parts?
You know, they just send you your sides and a synopsis of the film.
Okay, so that's how it's done, huh?
Yeah, that's pretty much how it's done.
I guess in this case you could also check Wikipedia for the synopsis of the film.
Yeah, yeah. Right.
Well, you can check freaking, yeah.
You can. But, you know, they're so worried about it leaking that they just, you know, they barely even give the crew a copy of the script.
Huh, wow. Yeah, I was always wondering like what you're supposed to do, because like when we do our stuff, not that I want to compare my stuff to freaking huge productions or anything, but I only give people like their parts, and then I won't tell anyone what else is happening.
Right. I mean, yeah, totally.
That's how I do it.
That's like when Mark Hamill.
You're the creator, director, writer. You guys, you know, like that's, you know, your baby.
Right.
You don't want anyone fucking around with it.
You got to take care of the baby.
Yeah, man.
Rock that baby.
You got to take care of the baby.
You got to feed that baby. So yeah, that's pretty good, man. That's gonna be great.
And I, you know, I don't know if your fans are privy to this information, but you know, we overlooked that scene today.
Yeah,
it was fucking terrifying.
Yeah, we worked on something for the next episode.
Yeah.
That Chap's doing something, and it's insanity. It's completely insane. It's I don't know, man. After I felt like I created something evil.
It's intense, yeah.
When I put it together, I felt like I brought something evil into this world that I must destroy, but it will be there. So
wow,
it's something else.
There it is. Yeah, dude, I'm looking forward to it.
We'll see what people think about that.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I mean, what else is going on, man? You did something today, right?
Nat
Geo or something?
Yeah, I did this thing for Nat Geo. It was nothing major. It was kind of interesting. You know, I just played. It was kind of like a reality science show, and they had these. It's kind of like a Professor X. What's that thing called?
Cerebro.
Cerebro, yeah. So they had like these like mini Cerebros that they were attaching to people, and they were doing couples. So basically, they were like monitoring the the waves coming, like, you know, the neurons or whatever coming from the brain, and trying to see if you sync up with a partner. So they had a bunch of couples in. What's yeah, right? Yeah, exactly. No, so I you know, it was kind of bizarre, and it was pretty, you know, it was a cool experience. I had this partner that I had never met, and we scored a 309 as far as like compatibility level. It was like a, you know, really elaborate speed dating competition.
Well, is something that's gonna be on the channel or something?
What's that?
This is actually going to be on like the channel or whatever.
Yeah, it's going to be on Nat Geo channel.
It's kind of like a game show or something. I don't know what is this? Some sort of
no, it's like
material.
It's kind of like pure science. Have you ever seen that show?
Okay.
Like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's something else.
Cool.
I'm looking into
Yeah,
that.
you know, it's just something to do.
Right.
You know, it's like, yeah, just gotta find something to do. You know, media related every day. It's pretty difficult, as you know.
Oh, I do.
I mean, unless you're grinding your ass, you know, editing Chunkman and Hole Punch.
Yeah, that's my life.
Yeah.
That's what I've done with myself. But,
Yes, sir. It looks great, man.
It's good times. Howard, what do you think about all this, Howard? Anything to say?
No, it's great. You know, I haven't seen Chap since we filmed what the hell did we film? The second
Project
episode
7.
of Project 7. So it's been almost 2 years, I think, right?
Wow.
Man, wow! I didn't even know you were on.
Yeah,
dude.
he's
That's-
here. He's
yeah.
here. He's been here a
Yeah,
long
I'm
time.
here.
All
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, so that was the last time. Yeah, that was the last time I saw you. But it's great
Wow,
to hear
man.
from you. You know, you're
Yeah,
still
you
living in the
too.
city, right?
I am. Yeah. I actually moved out to Long Island, but I'm still in the area. Yeah.
Wow. So you're how's that working out with getting the jobs and stuff?
Yeah, you know, it's a grind, dude. It's just like I'm trying to find a new agent now that would do something more for me. My current manager's not doing a whole lot, so you know, I'm just trying to get the reel together, a new reel to send out to some agencies rather, and just try to get the next step going.
I thought you were doing a Broadway show. John was saying.
Well, he did some plays and stuff.
Yeah.
I was gonna produce an off-Broadway show, but we decided not to do that until some other stuff happens, and we need to get a cast together, and we were thinking about getting a new play in, so rather than doing just a classic, so that was pushed back.
Okay.
Dang.
Yeah.
But yeah, how about you, man? How's everything going?
Good. Just working.
All right.
Just working.
All right,
You
buddy.
guys stopped,
Yes.
oh, no, you, Howard, you guys stopped with Project 7, right? That's no more.
No. Yeah, that was done, man.
What happened with that, Howard?
Too much work, man.
There was too much work.
It was a lot of work. It was a lot of work for us, and it was a lot of work for the guys, man. It was a lot of editing that thing. So,
Oh yeah.
Is that what happened, Howard?
Yeah.
Okay.
So.
All right, chaps, man. Excited to see you in the film on Saturday night, I believe. I'm sure it'll be on demand and stuff after that.
Yeah, man. Yeah, thanks a lot, man. Thanks for having me.
But it's exciting, you know. It's don't just say it's a small role, man. You're the star of the show, obviously, and we're gonna check you out on there. And big things coming for you. I see a lot of good things coming.
Yeah, I know, man. I know.
Hopefully, I can attach I want to attach my wagon to yours.
Well, that's what I'm
And
saying.
you pull this thing for me, okay?
I told him when he hits Entourage levels, I'm gonna be the dude in the guest house.
No, that's me. No.
Tough. I called it like years ago.
It doesn't work that way.
You don't work that way.
Chaps, we'll talk to you soon, buddy.
You got it, man. I'll see you later.
Thanks a
Have
lot,
a good
man.
night.
Yep. Thanks.
All right.
Nice feller.
That's cool, man. You know, that's our friend from high school being on HBO. You know, I mean,
Go figure, right?
you can say it's a small role, but still, he's on freaking HBO. You know,
He had to work his way up there.
yeah, that's a lot of work just to get to that spot.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow, your head's huge, John.
I know I'm egotistical. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Whoa, now I see how big it was. That's even bigger than I anticipated.
It's a little big.
That's not... There we go. But anyway.
Yes.
Whew.
So
No,
Howie, what are you saying, Trey? Go ahead.
No, it's cool. Go with Howard first.
No, go ahead. Would you?
No, move it.
If it's
Move
related
along.
to Chap, you just say it now because then
My brain is dead. Move
Okay.
on.
Howie, I know you wanted to touch on some stuff today. I know there's some things going on in the world. What's
Oh, no,
happening?
I just-
give us an update on. Well, I don't know anything that's happening. I don't know what's going
Oh
on.
no, I
Give
just
us an
wanted
update.
to bring up the seriousness of trying to keep up with current events and everything else. You know, I understand that politics is a touchy subject for anyone. It's just like religion, but it's just important to know what's going on in the world and just not stay focused on your regular day-to-day life with your with gaming or school or anything else. You got to know what's going on in the world too.
We're all
Try
part
to
of
be
the world. You got to be
knowledgeable at least
Right.
a bit in what's going on. With this government shutdown, it's it's a serious topic. very serious. You know.
So the guard is it currently shut down now, or what happened? They
Yes.
shut it down and still shut down for what?
Yeah,
A
it's
day?
still
been a
shut
day?
down. Yeah, it's still shut down, and I guess the last time I checked, that they're trying to get some emergency funds put in so that a lot of basic services are still into effect. But if you're a government employee, now I'm not saying on a state level, if you're a federal government employee, IRS, Homeland Security,
A lot of the
things like that.
parks, a lot of the parks
yeah,
are shut down. Statue
parks
of
All
are
the
shut
Liberty.
national
down.
parks, yeah.
Yep, things like that. You're not working until this gets situated.
And people might
Whatever.
laugh. You might say, "Oh, well, the national parks. Who cares about that?" But that generates revenue for the state to have thousands of people a day going to Statue of Liberty, different parks like that.
Yeah,
so that's money that
exactly.
the state loses, and the taxpayers have to basically make up for
Exactly.
it. Yeah.
Things like, a good example, like in the city, like you said, Statue of Liberty's closed. I don't know about the Empire State Building because I don't know where that
I don't
fits.
think that is. I know Yosemite and
Well-
some, maybe
Yeah.
the Smithsonian and things
but
like
like
that.
yeah, but like the Intrepid is closed.
Yeah,
That's a
right.
shame.
Yeah, and then to a degree, it might even affect air travel because of the federal, being that Homeland Security or the TSAs at the airports. It might affect travel as well.
Right,
They're
right.
leaving the FFA being paid for, but
Yeah, and
They're
the
not
same
doing.
thing.
I know they're not doing food. What is it? They check the food, right? Inspections.
Yeah,
USDA?
the FDA. Yeah,
they're not doing. They're not
anything
doing. They're not doing food
that's- Yeah,
inspections.
dude. Anything,
Really?
Yes.
Yeah, dude. Anything that's federal, it's there's no funding for it. It's
I
cut.
thought that only non-essential stuff got cut.
No, but that
No.
the essential stuff is what they're trying to do is they're trying to put an emergency fund. They're trying to vote an emergency fund in to keep the essentials going. But I don't know if that's even going to get passed.
If you run a restaurant, you could just go crazy right now.
Yeah.
You could go like Gordon Ramsay goes in there and he checks everything. Like there's no one coming in anymore. You could just
What's crazy?
put the raw next to the cooks. That's what he always gets mad about. You could do that. Do whatever you want.
Yeah, dude. It's crazy. Now what could happen too is what happens if there's like an outbreak of mad cow disease because the FDA is not
Well,
checking
no.
meat. Yeah, dude. That these are things that can happen.
It's completely insane. I mean, at the end of the
Yeah.
day, the people that suffer are the people that go about go about their business, go to work, and do what they have to do, pay
Exactly.
taxes. They're the ones that get screwed over.
They got screwed, and you figure any type of federal employee, they're not working until this thing gets situated.
Employees
It's a
get
sad
screwed.
day. Yeah, everybody's
Some
getting screwed.
people from NASA.
Yeah,
Well, they're not doing anything anyway.
Oh, hush.
They just send robots everywhere now. They don't.
that's
These
messed
are
up.
important robots.
I know. I'm just joking.
You're
So-
just
I'm a
joking.
big NASA guy. I'm a big spaceman.
Yeah, so it's just I know it's like a really touchy subject, but it's just it's just
No matter what side
Yeah.
of the what your belief
Yeah.
is on whatever, no one agrees that the shutdown is good.
exactly.
And it's basically
just-
a bunch of babies that I saw a quote today about negotiations. In a good negotiation, neither side gets everything they want, right?
Yeah.
That's just how it is. So if they're one side wants everything, I don't really know the specifics of it. I'm just talking in general terms. You have to both sides in a negotiation have to give way, and that's how things work. And that's what they're supposed. That's their job. That's what they're supposed to be doing for the people that they represent. And they decide not to do this, and now everyone gets screwed over. And,
Yeah.
that's
Yay!
how it is. And they can still get paid. They can still get paid as well.
Yeah,
Congress
exactly.
does, yeah.
At
If
the,
the other
at the
people
end,
don't.
they get paid and they get their buffet or whatever they get.
Catered
I
dinners.
think they get they get their dinner and their lunch buffet paid for. They get free haircuts.
They get over
whatever else.
100,000 per year.
Yeah, and then whatever
Really?
other lobbying that they get because they get paid on the side from lobbying.
Right.
So
Yeah.
yeah, it's terrible, man. It's really terrible, and then especially us that live in this area. You guys heard about what happened in New York, right? With that guy on the West Side Highway. They were
With
talking about it
bicycles?
on the chat. Did you hear about that?
What was this, yesterday or something?
Yeah, it was
There
yesterday
a-
or the
he
day before.
Was that the stabbing or something?
No, it was a motorcycle.
Oh, I'm thinking of
like a
something else.
motorcycle gang on the West Side Highway blocked traffic. A guy clipped a motorcycle
Yeah.
because he brake checked him, and then all of a sudden his friends came up to the car, and the guy in the car has his wife and a 2-year-old, and they're slashing tires trying to get him out of the car because he hit the other guy, and he ran over the guy he hit because he
Wow.
was afraid for his life. They chased him all the way up to the Upper East Side, and they
Yeah.
ripped him out of his car and beat him almost to death.
What was this? Yesterday?
This was on Sunday.
Oh, I
This
didn't
is
know about this.
terrible, dude. This is terrible.
So what? How does this apply to the shutdown though? Is it just something to do with
No,
that?
it doesn't apply to the
Okay.
shutdown, but it's
different.
just for people to stay current with what's going on, man.
Oh, okay,
you know?
I see.
It's people don't have jobs. We're in a really bad state now, man. And it's just people are going nuts, man. It's going back to like animal instincts. Let's act like
Going back
animals.
to caveman days.
Yeah, they're not civilized human beings.
There's definitely crazy stuff happening. What I'm noticing more and more through all my years is like when terrible things like that happen. Like I said, I didn't even hear about it. People tend to not really. It has no big impact. Even like a lot of these shootings.
Yeah.
No one really even it doesn't even phase you anymore because it's just almost commonplace. Like all this happens every once in a while.
Yeah,
no big deal.
like-
Yeah.
It doesn't
And
affect me. Whatever.
This stuff happened when I was a
Yeah.
kid. It'd be like it's, people lose their minds. Oh my god! But more and more terrible things happen. It's almost like it just fades into the fabric of like our lives. Like it's accepted almost.
Yeah.
So, I don't know, dude. I don't know what the answer is.
Yeah, it's terrible, man. It's terrible, but it's like you just got to keep on with what's going on in the world, and it's just not all fun and games. That's all.
Yeah.
Yeah, we joke around and stuff, but it's sometimes you got to be serious,
Well, I agree, Howard. I appreciate it.
So
John, anything to add about any of this?
Keep people grounded. No, man. I don't want to talk. You talk about either of this stuff too much, and you just end up getting worked up. People.
Oh
go
yeah,
crazy.
exactly. But it's at the same time you can't just it gets to a point.
You can't ignore
where-
it.
Yeah, you can't ignore it, and what's happening in society is that we've become too desensitized to things
Yeah,
like
that's
that.
what I'm saying.
We see it all the time, so we don't even care anymore.
It doesn't even and then what happens is like you watch all these really crazy horror movies, shows and stuff, and that desensitizes you.
Right.
So it's
Another
just,
problem I think is like all the everyone's got an agenda. So all the news stations, everyone's got their own little thing they're trying to the way they're trying to swing things. No matter what channel it is, it goes both directions too.
yeah,
Well,
exactly.
like you watch any newspaper, whatever. Everyone's got their agenda. They're trying to get you, be their customer or whatever.
yeah,
And they sensationalize things or try to spin it in a direction that they want you to align with politically, and it's just a big mess.
yeah, it's a disaster.
Yeah,
So
No other way to put it.
it's just a big mess. Shall we hit the comments, John?
All right. Our first comment comes from our dear friend Rye Spirit, the very, very generous fellow.
Sent us all the artwork.
I heard somewhere that the bigger your nose is, the bigger your junk is. Is that true, John?
Howard, have you heard
Actually,
this before?
I do have a question.
actually, I
more.
have heard this before.
You have heard this.
I have heard this before, but you know what the other thing I heard as well is the bigger the nose you have, the bigger the tissue you have to use.
That is also it's not there's more tissues.
What?
The problem is, well, the thing is, the bigger the nose you have, the larger the member you have. But the other thing is, the more times you wear a hat, the more it shrinks. So it evens out in the end.
Okay.
That's what I'm trying to say. Okay, there's more to this, John.
Yeah, actually, I do have a question.
Mm-hmm.
I want to make a short cartoon short on YouTube, but lacking time. But mostly motivation, and I don't know how to schedule things. Anyway, you guys got any tips to help me out? What steps are usually involved in making Schnauzman and Hole Punch? Do you have any guidelines you follow? And for newbies like me,
That's it.
yes.
Well, as far as the time goes, you just have to. I mean, you have to sacrifice things that you have going on.
Listen,
That's
the
how
keyword
they do
the
it.
keyword to these things is focus.
Yeah.
And I have a really bad, like for me, man, when I do a lot of projects and stuff, I have a really bad
Right.
like I'll have like a mental block and I'll just stop doing it.
Right.
And you can't do that. You gotta sit down, buckle down.
You gotta want
and
it.
and want it, and make sure you dedicate the time to it.
Yeah, you can make. I feel like you can make
Yeah.
time. There's stuff going on. Like a lot of times, I don't really sleep a lot. There's always time. There's always time that you can use. As far as like making a series, I don't really know. I think the way me and OJ approached it, there were certain like things we wanted to be able to figure out before we ever started. So we wanted to know the beginning, we wanted to know the ending, right? And we still have the same ending that we had all the way back.
Yeah.
And we're still
Somehow.
Yeah. So if you know what the ending is, if you know what the purpose of it is, what you're trying to say, That's the most important stuff. Then the other stuff you could fill in, you know.
Oh yeah, and then the other thing too is, you know, you got to come up with ways to create the story. You know, whether I know you guys, you're pretty much using an unorthodox style to create the show, right? You basically, like you just said, you knew how to start it, you knew how to end it, and everything else in between is fillers that are constantly changing, right?
Well, it's not constantly changing, but it's
Sure.
Yeah. I especially have to sit and plot. I plot out story points. You know, like this happens, this happens, this happens. This is the end of an episode. This is the beginning of another one. I plot it, and then I go back in and you fill in all the blanks in there. So like there's a scene with these two characters. Now, okay, fill in the dialogue and just do it like that way. Another trick I do for writing is if you like sit down, right, and you have like a blank screen and the things on it, there's like so much pressure, right? It's insane. Like just staring at the blank Word document.
Just staring back at you.
It'll make you insane. You start thinking about this has to be great. This has to be this, has to be that. So what I'll do is I'll just clear my head, just start typing shit. Don't even think about what it is, what you're doing. Just start typing anything. And then you do that for like 10 minutes, you have a giant page of stuff. And then I go in and I try to, what did I do? And you try to make sense of it. Sometimes there's things in there that you can use.
Actually, that's a process in writing essays.
Right.
Really?
I remember in English class, that the teacher said that if you have writer's block, just start writing. Doesn't matter what it is, if it even pertains to what you have to write about. You know, the other thing that works too. It worked for us when we did Project 7 was storyboarding. Storyboarding works.
That definitely helps with the filming side.
Helps a lot.
It's an insane process, though. It really is. I mean, the writing process is insane. It's pretty tough. Then you have that. Then you got to try to, okay, now we have to film this. So then you got to plan all the shots, right?
Yep.
Then you got to show up at the place. Got to have everything set up. You have all the right supplies. You have to have the right people there, right? Then you do all that. Then you got to do the editing side, which is also it's just many insane. I feel like they're impossible steps to do.
Well, and also he's gonna have it a little differently because he wants to do a cartoon.
Right. Well, whatever it is, it's just you gotta want to do it. It's a lot of work,
and you can't give up or quit. Like you have to, like, I've got a problem where I kind of throw myself at something for like 10 minutes and then I see something shiny and walk over there, but you can't do that. You know, you gotta just put yourself in for this one thing. Be like, this is what I want to do. This is what I want to get something out of, and then just attack it with a vigor.
Yeah,
preferably not Devil's Kiss, because then it'll catch on fire. But you know what I mean.
Whoa, what the?
And then BioShock joke. But just put yourself to it. I mean, from looking at the dang art you've done, I can certainly see you making a wonderful animated thing.
You got the skills, so
yeah.
Put them to work, man. Do it for yourself. You know, more than anything, people be like, "Oh, do it." Like you got to find a reason to do it, but
do it for yourself. If you're doing it for you, then you're much more likely to, you know, if you don't worry about what other people are going to think, you go for it.
What else we got, Johnny?
Our next comment comes from StayBallsy. When you started the show so long ago, did you ever think you'd get experiences happening like you did on this one? Wow. I believe this is referencing Ed's wonderful rendition of Time After Time.
Yeah, I don't think we. I don't know. I don't think we know what to expect from it.
Yeah,
but we had all kinds of great experiences on thing that, like the moment with Ed. Like that's the kind of stuff that like is very rare. Like just real like pure emotion, and some kind of media. It's pretty rare, I think.
Yeah, you don't really see that.
Yeah, a lot of things are very planned, very contrived. You know.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't think we expected anything. Everything's new to us.
Yeah.
What else?
Our next combo is from Combo. Wait, what? Our next comment is from Bryant Hopewell. Me love my Rambo, Wan Kenobi, and OJaculation. They taught me how to use the ballsy force in many good ways. Smiley face emoticon. Now me shall dance. Lol.
Very nice. Let's talk to Howard a little bit. I don't know if Howard's going to be coming. I don't know when Howard's around to come back on the show.
Yeah, well, we got to use him when we got the chance. He's awesome. We got to talk with him and pick his brain.
I don't think we spoke to you about the Xbox One, PS4, any of that stuff. What's your take on any of this stuff? Are you getting any of it? What's going on with this?
Yeah, I'm probably gonna get it. I'm just gonna wait until after the holidays to see what's going to happen. We don't know what's going to, at this point we don't know what's going to happen.
As far as like what's good, what's not.
Yeah, what's good, what's not. Microsoft, as much as I like Microsoft and the Xbox and everything else, they're throwing a lot of marketing BS, like this whole thing with being able to create a game and use cloud computing to do a lot of the processing for backgrounds and stuff, like your background settings.
Yeah, you know what?
So that it removes a lot of the processing from that and focuses on the game. I don't think people have broadband that good to be able to do that in real time.
I think like that's what like Grand Theft Auto 5, like that was like a taste of what I guess that was supposed to be. Cause like
Yeah.
that install you had to do, that would just be, you would do it on the cloud system. Is that what that was supposed to be?
Yeah. The other thing too is they're only allowing you 500 gigabytes for the Xbox One. So you figure if each game is 50 gigabytes, right, and whatever else that's loaded onto the system, you're only allowed to load up X amount of games at once.
Yeah, and if 50 gigs each, that's 10 games max.
Yeah, so there you go. And I think you're right. I think it is 50 gigs for each game.
Right.
So now if you want to play another game and you ran out of space, you got to delete that game and reload it again.
Yeah.
And that's not going to be quick. That's going to take a good hour and a half to load the game up again.
It's almost like you've got the negative parts of having a PC without any of the good parts.
Yeah, exactly. I'm actually going to put my money on the PS4
Yeah.
this time. Yeah, I think they're going to win the console war.
Meanwhile, the Wii U's just sitting off in the corner like Switzerland or somewhere that was neutral in World War II and other wars. And
Yeah.
Well, it's weird
actually-
because like the last console thing, like each title say they won.
Yeah.
I don't know who won. Like if you ask anyone, they'll say whatever they liked won.
yeah, the PS3 launch was abominable.
But people say that one because they
they made
sold the
up
most.
eventually.
I guess they sold the most like internationally or something, or I don't know.
The 360
Xbox
was
360
mad,
sold the
but
most.
eventually got good.
I don't know, but I
The
don't know.
Wii... Look, Mommy, I'm playing video games with Mommy.
That was you doing that.
What? That was not an impression of me.
Oh, it wasn't. I thought you were saying this is what I.
And actually, what's the state of Nintendo? Nintendo's in a hole, aren't they? A big hole. A bad
They're
hole?
not doing great with the Wii U.
Well, I don't know if they're going to be a company that's going to be surviving in the next few years. You figure
It's gonna be
Nothing
hard.
better.
It's gonna be harder.
smartphones are taking a lot of the portable gaming business away from a lot of these companies.
Yeah.
So
The kids are crazy, man. I feel like I don't know. It's weird. Like I have a cousin. He's 7, and he used to play like all the Lego games and stuff, right?
Mhm.
And you would think you'd probably get like another couple of years out of those types of games. He's already moving into like the violent stuff. So I go over there. He's playing. He's playing some game on his phone or on his whatever the hell the thing is. And I'm like, what is that? He's like Buck Hunter 2014 or something. Like, that's what the kids are into, man. So like.
Well, he's killing a deer.
It seems like the people, he was doing like headshots and shit. Look at the blood. He's like showing me, and like, oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
But the Nintendo stuff's interesting because I think a lot of the people that play it are like our age that grew up with Nintendo, and maybe there's some kids that are into it, but they need to constantly cultivate that new generation.
Yeah.
It's gonna be harder and harder to do it as the society becomes more and more obsessed with shooting people.
It's like they're basically Nintendo's banking on us making our kids play NES Mario first. So they're
Our
like,
kids.
oh my gosh, Mario.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Nintendo too. What's the deal with them rehashing, Super Mario Brothers for the NES? How many fucking times can you buy that? You bought it for the Wii, you bought it for the 3DS, you bought it for the original DS, you bought it for the Game Boy Advance, you bought it for this, you bought it for that. What else?
I feel like they could do more
Yeah.
with the older games if they made like a Super Mario Brothers and then like they remade some stuff or added some levels in or something like in the old graphics like the Mega Man 9 type stuff.
Oh
Or
yeah.
just give you something. The thing I don't like about it is they just give you the same thing again. But like I would take the same thing again if you add just a little bit. Give me a little bit, and I'll buy it. But they just seem a little bit like, oh, here it is, same thing. You're
They
taking.
didn't put out anything as spectacular.
Yeah, it was a little more, man. They used to go above and beyond with their games, but
They'd make something crazy that no one would have expected before.
Right.
Well, you figure a lot of the game industry is evolving anyways. Look at what this guy's doing. Inahune, the guy from
Keiji Inafune.
Yeah, the guy that used to work for Capcom.
Yeah,
The
me and
guy
John,
sets
John
up a
both gave.
You figure the guy sets up a Kickstarter, right, for Mighty Number 9. That's probably going to be 25 times better than any fucking Mega Man ever made.
Because
right?
he can do what the Frelly wants with it.
Yeah, and the guy got all the funding from the people, and he's going to make a game that the people want to play.
Yeah, John and I both gave what, $20 we gave, John?
Yeah.
And, and he I guess he's starting on. He understands what the business is all about. You get these companies like Capcom, Square Enix. A lot of these older companies, man, their head are so far up their ass, they don't know what the fuck is going on.
And these were like the kings, man, at one point, right? They were like the gods.
They banked. They were all in. They went all in. They made, like at that time it was SquareSoft made Final Fantasy 1.
Everything they made was gold.
Yeah. It was a great game, and then all of a sudden, things started going downhill.
Well, it's amazing. Look at the golden age. Like for Square, you had Chrono Trigger, Final Fantasies 4, 5, 6, 7. I mean, that's a long period of time to be making amazing stuff.
Yeah.
Capcom, same thing. They were gods for many years,
Yeah, and now they're ignoring. It's funny. They're ignoring Mega Man like crazy, which everybody obviously wants because they're selling all sorts of stupid garbage like this.
I don't know if people. I mean,
we want Mega Man. No one else does.
The way they look at it is like not a huge audience wants it anymore, so it's done.
It's like it's not worth it to make a game that's going to make a profit. You have to make the game that will make the most profit.
Right, exactly. That's the sad part of it. I just played Rayman Legends. I got it. I'm still trying to beat everything in it. That's one of the best games ever. I'll tell you right now. It's an incredible game. That game didn't sell at all, though. People just don't like those games anymore.
The 2D
people just don't
platformers?
want those types of games anymore, man.
Which is a shame, because 2D platformers are amazing.
Yeah. There's no... Like, the 3D games never give you that, like, that rush of that, like, you have to hit the ball, like, the timing and the precision type thing.
No, it's even playing 2D Mario on the Wii or Wii U, it doesn't have that anymore.
It's got a little bit of it, but not like it used to. Not as much.
Yeah, and then you look like
things change.
Yeah, look at that those indie games. What is it? I Want to Be That Guy. Is that what that's called?
I Want to Be the Guy.
I Want to Be the Guy. Those type of games. When you go on Twitch, those are like the most watched games.
Because that thing's insane.
Yeah.
Like you need so much skill.
Yeah, and it looks like somebody, basically pooped it out in like fucking 3 hours,
Be interesting to see what happens. I think like we had that first person shooter like era dominated for the last so often. I think maybe that's probably gonna fade, and we'll see what comes out.
I don't know if things like BioShock keep coming out.
Or actually,
that's a little different though.
Call of Duty. I somebody was telling me that it got this new one, Ghost.
Yeah.
Got a lot of bad reviews, I guess, from people that were that saw a glimpse of it, because it's just an old, tired, genre.
Well, was it the fifth one or something? No,
it got beaten to death, man.
Yeah.
I don't even know. I lost count.
There's been many of them.
Yeah.
Many. We'll see. We shall see. I don't know. That whole industry's crazy, man. I just like to stay away.
It's a newer industry.
What?
I mean,
no,
entertainment's an old
shooters?
industry, but video gaming.
the whole industry.
Oh.
The video gaming specifically. I mean, come on, that's only as old as we are.
A little bit older than us, but
Come on, it's a lot older than us. What are you talking about?
What, the Atari and stuff?
Well, prior to that, when it was arcade gaming. Look at that. What was the
70s?
Yeah, Pac-Man.
Yeah, 70s. Okay, like I'm sorry, 10 years older
Asteroids.
than us. Really, that's not that far.
John just wants to be like the history of gaming is me.
Yeah.
Well, it didn't matter
life.
till I was born. Nothing mattered till I was born.
No, I think honestly, like the age we are, we got to see some pretty amazing things happen. Because we were there from the early NES.
We were there from the best for
So
all of the best.
See that whole evolution of things is pretty insane. Gives you a little bit different perspective on things. But
Oh man, it
also means you're old and you're gonna die a lot sooner than other people.
Yay! Probably because I stay in the house playing video games instead of exercising. Yay!
How How's the ST, Howard?
Oh, it's. I think it's done.
ST is done?
ST is done.
Why do you say that?
I don't know. It's just
Because I left?
fucking-
Is that why it fell apart after me?
Yeah, it was you and everybody else just left. And dude,
It's
the
not
game is. It's gonna be 20 years old.
20 years old in 2014.
2014.
Can't even drink yet.
You know.
I can't even drink yet.
And you figure that's 20 years old, and that's the last iteration of Street Fighter 2. Now, if you were to look at the original Street Fighter 2, it'd be what? 25 years?
90,
Close?
91.
Yeah.
So,
Dang.
yeah, I mean, that was there'll never be anything like that ever again. I mean, it's just
You'll
it's
never
not
see
possible.
anything like that, man.
It's
Ever
just
again.
not. It's just not. User friendly. It's it's hard. It's it's brutal. It's
it's a lot of-
It's just stuff that will never exist.
It's very glitchy in certain situations. It's just
Well, that's
that,
a whole other thing. But,
Glitches will happen in new games again.
but
people
just
that
just the approach, like the idea of what it was supposed to be, right? The Grandmaster Challenge. This is a real hard thing. We're gonna make a really difficult game, and it's got a lot of 100 million things you got to figure out, and you could die in 10 seconds. Just like the approach to what it was supposed to be, the philosophy behind it, like that just doesn't really happen. Maybe like in indie games or something, but like everything else is just we need to sell the most amount of games. What is the way to do that? That's how things are now.
Yeah, instead of trying to make a masterpiece.
Right.
Well, you know what though, you got to give it to a lot of these newer game companies. They are. It looks like they're starting to go back to what it was back then. Look at
Yeah, the indie games are doing that.
Yeah, indie games, and then look at From Software with Dark Souls.
Right.
Dark
right.
Souls,
Yeah.
Demon
There you
Souls.
go.
Yeah.
That's
They
true.
went back to that old school. Let's make the most difficult game in the world.
And after you if you try to play it.
Yeah. That game is just sadistic.
Yeah, you spent a lot of time with that.
Yeah.
It's his effing Skype photo for crying out loud.
Yeah, I like it.
Howard has a dark soul.
I do.
He has he's
Well, maybe you
very
shouldn't have
dark,
stepped in paint, Moran.
very dark soul.
Because you painted your foot.
Well, John, I think we're gonna wrap it up for the evening here.
Yep.
We had a good time. John's like, okay, I wanted to stay. You could stay, John, and just do your own show.
I'd just be sitting there like Garth, like...
Coming up next, the OJ Hour. The OJ Hour. Remember you guys did the show without me that time? That was kind of crazy. Remember that?
Yeah, Howard did a wonderful job.
That
I
was,
don't even
that
know
was,
how. Yeah, I don't even know how we did that.
That was fun, man.
I thought it was gonna be a complete disaster, but it was actually not that bad.
That was a great moment. This year, I'm not taking any weeks off this year.
I told you I'm the backup of the backup.
Backup of a backup.
Yep.
Back that shit up.
Whoop, whoop.
I'm gonna twerk it.
Twerk it in Howard's future gay bar.
Oh god.
With who was there? Crocodile Dundee. I don't even remember this anymore.
Miley
Crocodile-
Cyrus and
No,
Ron
that was
Jeremy.
Bob Saget's dressing room. We had
I'm
Ozzy
sorry.
Osbourne, Ron Jeremy, and Miley Cyrus.
Oh, okay. Shenanigans, man.
All right.
All right, gentlemen.
Oh!
Let's wrap this up.
Alrighty.
For Howard, for OJ, this is John signing off. Thank you for being a part of John Presents, the very best and free and optional.
Diarrhea.
You got me again. You got me again.
Thanks, Howard.
All right, gentlemen. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Talk to you later.
Later.